black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Finna got in the gently. Ain't been friends with these. Cause when I was down, I so had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lost on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. And up, give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big band, it's like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's top notch.
I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I died. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you with. So groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. You king of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. Look at the side. I got that chicken to go. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need one no seatbelt. Bad little got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is little baby? He gone.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cleveland Browns. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And that play going Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Down! Green the line! Green the line! Tiger!
A first down carry now for Miller. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down.
Reset!
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Down! Flag 22! Flag 22!
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Green the line! Green the line!
They get it to him running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Black 22! Black 22!
He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my... big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Reset, reset, reset!
They'll run. It's Miller. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Miller kept out of the end zone on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. 1st down, Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First carry for Carlos Hyde. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive when the steel curtain was playing. I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't alive.
I'm going to keep peppering that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Four down. Motion, motion, motion.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. Now Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And the Jaguars getting set to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs, so you can draw as many.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run for it with Hyde. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
The extra point up and good, and the lead now stands at 13. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get
under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Come back, come back. Two jet.
From the gun, here's Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. They've got his man complete. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 47 yards.
Well, they just treated 3rd and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the 1st down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Richmond.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson is going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson on 1st down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his 2nd extra point here in the 1st half. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Tiger. Richmond.
Now they try the right side here. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's Watson now on second down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Come back, come back. Come back, come back. Two jet.
On first down, Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Hopkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars get a score closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will be taken about the 12. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Here's Hyde as they begin on the ground. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Mayfield now on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Mayfield on 1st down. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Two minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
second down. Mayfield. And an alley to run. Finding room to the 20. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
From the red zone now, Mayfield dancing to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
Now let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. Gets around him. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot before the break. Watson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll have excellent field position to begin this drive as he's all the way up to midfield at the 50.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
3-19! 3-19!
The third quarter begins with a run by Hyde. And some room to maneuver. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
When you see a big-time run to the outside, it always comes back to setting the edge, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they were perfect at setting the edge there.
And the funny part is, both sides of the ball talk about it. The offense has to set the edge so you can get outside. The defense wants to set the edge to control things so they can kick the run back inside.
Offense wins there.
Offense won big.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
3-19!
Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Blue 90! Gone!
Mayfield to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone. And that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off.
This is caught inside the 15. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 60 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Miller, the lone setback.
Reset.
Hey, they're scared. Slam.
And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here.
Tiger.
Now a toss coming right side. That's Swanson. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
Gun! Watch you now, Barney!
A first down throw for Mayfield. Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. And, Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun. Mayfield got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He sets to fire deep. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Dante Pettis with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Butker now to kick this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. A shotgun snap for Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To throw on second is Watson. Going up top. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They start the drive with Hyde, and he stopped immediately there. Now we have Hyde still on the ground here, staying down after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Tashawn Gibson there on the tackle.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go in. That 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 5.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The scoring update from the southern edge of Ohio down in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
Down. Black 22. Black 22.
And they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And Brady, remember...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Following the interception, Mayfield. This will be caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A really nice gain of 25 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Mayfield looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. If you're
hammering for the goal line, he loses the football. And the Jags grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Richmond.
Mike 27.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to have the first down past the 20 as he will take this one up to the 19-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On first down, it's Watson. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run it again with Chubb. And the agility got him a few extra before he's taken down right at the 10. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Mayfield now. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and tell him to go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Got to give a lot of credit to the defensive front there. They held their ground, pretty much stoned them on that play, and ended up creating a lost yardage play.
Yeah, drop them from the 1 back to the 2. A carry here for the big tight end. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will push the lead up from 26, and it grows up to 29. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Watson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Darren Lee in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down.
Come back, come back. Richmond.
Desperation time. Watson on fourth down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And now running right through it. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told the model she need lower standards. Ask
her if she had a twin. I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner. I promote the family. Kardashian, see the Benzo. She like, oh, it's happening. Think she call me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation Janet. Boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, what's underground? What's underground? Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menus, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no